Hey Jonesy Babes and Anonymous Jonesy Babes. Welcome back to Sacred Messages, Part 14. Now I'm going to continue with him, and this is March 17th, 2024. Let me make sure I'm getting all his messages because he liked to write stories on top of stories. It's just a lot. Okay, he said, I never thought social media would divide me and you. Don't screenshot and send Peppermint Patty anything I'm saying to you. I'd rather not anyone know my deeper inner feelings except for you. I feel like when she speaks to me, she knows what I've said to you concerning my mental health. No, I'm not crazy, but I just feel crazy when dealing with all these hearings and charges added, etc., etc. And anyone in my shoes would feel this way too, especially if they were innocent. When I heard the DA say they had the police rewrite the warrant info, I realized it's the same thing they did with the conspiracy charges. I feel they're doing the same thing with the grape charge as well because there is no victims coming forward. Why? Because it never occurred, and the DA knows this as well. In everything you've read, you can clearly see I've done nothing wrong. I'm not taking any pleas, but that's what they expected me to consider, which I'm not. I know the public defender doesn't want to apply much effort out of a lack of payment from the state, similar to the PDs in YSL case. Why are they always mentioning the YSL case? Like, I don't know. The only faith I have now comes from staring at your pics. Outside of that, I have little to look forward to. They have it now. Where they want me, so to be on 24-hour curfew since Hannah says I can't afford monitor from being locked up 21 months. Shaking my head. Okay, hold on. Let me go back a little bit. Let me run it back. He says the only faith I have now comes from staring at your pic. Outside of that, I have little to look forward to. They have it now where they want me to be on 24-hour curfew. Oh, so they want him to be on 24-hour curfew since Hannah says I can't afford a monitor from being locked up 21 months. Shaking my head. It's like she breaks under pressure every time. E.g., June last year, they gave me a $800,000 bond. Then at quarter September, $600K. Then in February, she dismissed it. Bumped it up to $700K somehow. Wow. Oh, Lord. If you was doing right, my man, you wouldn't be going through all of this. This is still him talking. So I hope you understand what all I'm relaying to you. It's like they're trying to lose me in paperwork, bury me, and forget why I sit. This is the old game they played in the 90s when they wanted to clean up the streets for the Olympics of 96 and sweep up all the black men. I was one of them. For me, being a real man and about my family and businessman, how did I get in this situation? What? Wait a minute. He said, this is the old game they played in the 90s when they wanted to clean up the streets for the Olympics of 96 and sweep up all the black men. I'm pretty sure, Lord have mercy, I'm pretty sure they just go in the streets and gather up all the black men because they're cleaning up the streets for the Olympics of 96. Okay, you know what? I'm foolish for even entertaining that part, so I'm not going to entertain that. Let's move forward. He was a businessman, and how did he get in a situation? Well, you got in the situation because you were out there thinking you was a businessman, but you was really scamming. That's how you got in the situation. I've seen people get bonds for murder. Just make sure you call the guy KK, and help is needed at this point. See what he has to say. Maybe I should have never did the visit with her to be leaked. I don't know. My mind is just everywhere at the moment. I love you, and did you get my mail? Please, I hope she called KK. I mean, even though it didn't do any good, but he keep asking her to call KK, call KK. Child. She's busy doing other things, whatever those other things are. I'm not sure if she's running the streets with the Infamil boys, but she's busy doing other things. And then he said, and on a bigger note, I know you're going through what you're going through, referring to your health, etc. And you mentioned you're trying to get back down to Miami to get one of your implants fixed. I don't want you to feel like I'm not thinking about you and all that you're enduring on your end, as I know there may be some things you have not expressed to me out of concern for my mental health, etc. And what makes me so upset is that I've never had to put my hands on a woman, or say the least, even argue. I don't even whip my own kids. None of these charges make sense, is all I'm saying. If I had a fair bond, I wouldn't be so upset. If you read the last transcript, at least it shows that Lewis had a fire mouthpiece. That indicated to me that the DA judge and public defender are all working together. I'm going to stop talking about all of this because I doubt if you're sitting and reading all of this. It's just where my mind goes every day. Please enjoy your evening. Love. And she replied, I read everything you write me. I'm here for you. I know this is hard and unbelievable. This is America, politics. Do your research. You have to fight. I will support you. I know you are innocent. Take notes. Get ready for trial. Love you. March 18th, 2024. He said, good morning, my love. And she said, good morning, love. What the F? So your new CP has all of the same info the last warrant holds, except arrest date, March 15th, 2024. They reset the effing clock on you. There is no effing way this ish is going to stand. I'm making some calls today. Sorry. And he said, I told you, baby, that made me so effing sad. I love you. And she said, I love you too. Corrupt ass county. And he replied, I go to court on April 8th, hopefully in front of Judge Drake and not Manning. It's a preliminary hearing. I'm hoping Hannah steps up this time and let the judge know 14 months ago is when they charged me, then dismissed the charges, and then put out another warrant to reset me, etc., with a $700K bond. Hopefully Hannah can convince the judge to dismiss or reduce the bond. It's not being a capital offense. If not, I'll be back in front of Manning if it's not indicted by that date. It's not making any sense. He also said, I'm not worried though. I know you're not gonna let me sit in here. You already promised me that, so it doesn't matter if I'm indicted because I can still sit for 2 years until there's a trial. Let Peppermint Patty know when there's court so she can record the hearing. I really don't want to communicate with her at the moment, but it's not her fault. The world hates me for something I didn't do. Hold on, so let's run it back. So he's saying, he said to her, I'm not worried though. I know you're not going to let me sit in here. That didn't age well because, honey, you are still sitting, okay? You already promised me that, so it doesn't matter if I'm indicted because I can still sit for 2 years until there's a trial. And then he said, let Peppermint Patty know when there's court so she can record the hearing. So, now I'm going to ask you guys this because I don't remember if she did or not. Did Peppermint Patty ever get a Rule 22 to film his court hearing? Let me know in the comment section. I really don't want to communicate with her at the moment, but it's not her fault the world hates me for something I didn't do. So, he also said, by the way, how has your day been thus far? And she replied, it's fine. It's just your never-ending situation with court. I knew this country hate black people. It's crazy when your own race is the enemy. Oh, God, give me, Jesus. This would be the only issue with being black, I see. Every race unites but us. White men have us hating each other. This world is ending soon. You see it. March 19th, 2024. Good morning, my love, and thanks. That's what he said. She replied, good morning. Good morning. Prepare for hearing. Get your questions ready. You must discuss the lease, warrants, dates of download, IP addresses, proof of age. They cannot waive hearing. Object to the charges. And he said, okay, I'm on it. And he said, I read an excerpt from Rick Ross' memoir about his case in 2019. He had been on an ankle monitor for almost 2 years. He was facing up to life on kidnapping and aggravated assault charges, firearm, but it was concluded in the end with a plea for a reduction to the misdemeanors. His lawyer entered a motion to suppress certain evidence that was similar to my situation. Racial profiling a black man in a Bentley, illegal search or lack of probable cause to search, and some inconsistencies with the officer on the stand during the hearing. This was in Fayetteville County where he lives. There were so many correlated factors between mine and his case. Wow. The difference was that his attorney knew what to ask and how to attack the DA's witness. He knew how to approach the situation. He was able to circumvent on Ross' behalf a possible 30 to life sentence. They also used social media to their advantage. His fans were made aware of the unjust conduct of the DA's office, and the court would have looked bad if they didn't conduct the proceedings in an impartial manner. He also, this is now March 20th, 2024. I need you to see if you can find out what judge I will be in front of because I'm thinking about writing them, especially if it's Drake, but I need to know who first, and thank you. And so she replied, election year, plus people not caring about the truth. This country is so corrupt. I told you. It's your time to leave. COVID was the warning. Once all this ish is done, we need to be out. They hate black people. I know you're innocent, and it will be proven. I'm reaching out to some Republican supporters this week. Focus. You may be leading your representatives on this one. Love you. So he said, and also, is your evening moving along? You okay? I'll also have all my questions written down for Hannah to ask during the preliminary hearing. She needs help. So since it's my life, I have to assist as much as possible, even if it's really her job to prepare herself on procedure and strategy. Shaking my head. But yeah, you'll see my preliminary transcript and bond hearing transcripts are totally different. At least Lewis was 100% aggressive, whereas Hannah is opposite. I should be able to beat this in preliminary. It's all gonna depend on the performance of the attorney though. And he said, I love you. Thank you, baby. And then the next day, he said, good morning, my love. How are you feeling? And she said, call me now. Call me now at the bank. What's the email associated with Wells Fargo? I'm in your email account at. And he said, okay. And she said, call me. And he replied, sorry, it took a while to respond, but I was in the courtyard earlier getting some sun and fresh air. Thanks for your commitment and time while dealing with your own ish with the baby, etc. I see you making progress. I believe I started the account with SunTrust in 2019. I switched over to Truist in 2022. I'll have to look at my old discovery to locate the Truist account info. So something was blacked out. And when I opened the SunTrust, it was under a 770 number. And she replied, we have to call the bank to access the online account. They won't talk to me. And he said, okay, when? And she said, what's your Apple email address? Do you remember the answer to Apple security questions? Childhood nickname, name of first boss, name of first pet. I need this to get into your Apple account. And he said, I think my Apple email is the same email. Not sure, but I think the password on Metro PCS phone with the same email account should be that is blanked out or something like that. Just keep pushing the numbers in a similar sequence and it should work. You got to know your password. You just can't. Okay, we're not gonna stay on that. I effed up saying my social on the phone. I couldn't hear what she was saying. I hate the Arab answering service. Oh God, their English isn't clear. I hope Joe takes this seriously and brings his ass down here, because when he got the paper for Lewis to sign off the case, it took him 3 weeks to get it to Hannah. I signed on February 7, 2024, but she didn't act until 3/1/24. This is just crazy. Anything else I need password for is redacted included. Keep pushing those buttons and something should happen. Keep pushing the buttons and something should happen. Oh my God. Thank you again. Love you the most today. You know how to keep a man happy. Oh, I bet you do. And then, see, he's answering some of her questions. He responded, no, I don't remember. Can you call YSL attorney to come so I can do it and get back to you that way? I know Joe is not going to do it at all. What are he talking about? Can you call YSL attorney to come so I can do it and get back to you that way? I know Joe is not going to do it at all. I don't know. So she replied, okay, I need you to try childhood nickname. Think hard. Who set up your Apple account? Your phone info is attached. So I think the childhood nickname might be Pesto or Dion. And the person who set up my Apple is the lady who works for Metro on South Cobb Drive. First, let's talk about this Metro PCS for a second. You walking around here looking like you missed the big stuff, okay? And you got a Metro PCS phone carrier. Now, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with it, but you would think he was the cream of the crop. The way he was walking around dressed, how he was acting like he was a boss. You would have thought he would have been with Verizon or AT&T or somebody, or T-Mobile, if anything. And he's walking around with a Metro PCS. I'm just saying, there's nothing wrong with it. But like I said, I thought he would have had like Verizon or AT&T or something, or even Sprint or whatever. Well, all right, honey. All right. Okay, so he said the Metro PCS contact for the lady who set up my Google account associated with my phone. This is her cell. The password, I believe, is, and that was taken out, is blacked out as well. Okay. March 21st, 2024. We looking, she said. Not listed yet. You need to do a bar complaint on the DA and Department of Justice on Roswell. Your emails show no communication with the landlord in Roswell, but with everyone else you were renting from. It shows you lived in California. Need actual proof on the date accused, bank statements, and Apple Try to Remember. And she said, I love you. And he replied, good, my love. You okay? I love you. Have a good night, my love. Smiley face. So she said, this is on March 22nd, 2024. She said, I'm here. Love you. I will send you all the important points for court. She must stress everything from the landlord's claims to the search warrant or the lies that got you here. The attorney said nothing makes sense. She said, good morning, handsome man. You know how she do. They played the phone call of me ranting in Vegas after that video the bloggers put up, pissing me off. I was bothered. Oh my God. Whenever I'm reading stuff like this and it sounds familiar, my brain automatically try to think about, you know, the event at that time and then match it up with the text messages. Child, my brain be working overtime over here with this stuff. Ooh. And she, honey, y'all pissed her off putting up that video of her ranting and stuff. So he said, good morning, my love. Damn. So why are they still playing any of your phone calls when you said you was done with me? Jesus. And she said, because the internet is still hooked. I'm getting comments from people mad that I left you. It's crazy. Write your attorney asking them to stop the YouTube. Even if they say no, put it in writing. It is affecting your case. YSL lawyer stopped it. It can be done. Can somebody tell me, if she's correct about that, did YSL lawyers stop YouTubers from talking about the case or putting out phone calls about the case? Let me know in the comment section, because they keep mentioning YSL this and YSL that, the YSL case. So I'm confused, because I just really started following the YSL case, so I don't know what she's talking about. Can you guys let me know in the comment section, what is she talking about? Did YSL lawyers stop YouTubers from putting out videos? Because I still see YouTubers streaming the trial, so I'm not sure what she's talking about. Is she talking about the phone calls? So the YSL phone calls can't be leaked, can't be put on YouTube, if that's what she's saying? Please let me know in the comment section. All right. She said the bank records for Wells Fargo January only has 4 checks, no debit card use. Can't see the checks. We'll try Truist Bank tomorrow. Ugh. He said, okay, love, thank you. I love you. And she said, I love you more. All right. And he said my movements financially at the time was SunTrust, and the 4 checks were written out of Orange County, California. I was using Wells Fargo Bank while in Inglewood, California, around the corner from my place, because there wasn't a SunTrust bank in LA. So it should show me using my SunTrust bank card. I think that was in between transferring banks at the time. So do you think if we call 24-hour bank hotline, they'll disclose to us the date and time the check was written? I know you'll be able to acquire the information from 2019 to now. Most definitely Zelle transfers from me and my wife, etc. So you should be able to obtain a good track record from that, along with the ATM machine being used a lot in Inglewood, California, and getting gas from there, Arizona, New Mexico, and Oklahoma. What in the world? She said, yes, I saw that for 2018, but no debit card in January. I'll check the other bank tomorrow. Plus, I don't see Zelle deposits from old girl. They're on your email. Think about Apple password question. That girl didn't answer. Love you. So he replied, okay, love, thanks. Now we're into 3/23/2024. He said, good morning, beautiful. Truist Bank closed at 1 today, babe. Have a good day. I love you and miss you. Oh. And she said, okay, love you, boo. And then she also responded, I hate not freely speaking to you. For now, this ish is crazy. I know how you feel. I'm working on something. I have to go Monday to Truist. I was up all night babysitting and I overslept. So 9 a.m. Monday. And he responded, I just want to say that vacation did you good. I see you getting closer to closing this thing. You must be trying to get me out before your lease is up. You've never worked you never worked this hard on it. It appears you're a superstar now. Everyone wants to hear your opinion. It's funny to me, but yeah, you're right. It's very hard to communicate with the world in our business. I thank you for still trying. Don't forget to send that letter off. I need time to process it. There's no way this case shouldn't be thrown out by April 8th. Also, find out the judge so I can write them as well. Thank you very much. I'm missing you more and more every day. I miss not hearing your voice. You're the only one I've been talking to for 21 months straight since incarceration. But if I was doing all these things, why don't I have communication with other women? Makes not a sense in the world. Love you. And she said, I love you more. F these bloggers and the lies they tell. Can I drop off the papers to you or mail? I got your mail today. And he said, damn, just now getting it today? Well, listen, it's the mail service. It's not going to always be quick. And when you want it to get there, it'll get there when it get there. Okay. So he said, I can only get legal mail from outside, so you have to send it through one of your lawyer's offices. Basically with an attorney office letterhead or sticker. As long as it comes from a legal entity, I can get it. So you're just getting those 2 big envelopes. And were they open or seen to be tampered? Let me know. And she said, okay, I have an attorney send it. I don't trust Joe would give it to you. I don't trust Joe would give it to you. It feels like everyone is against helping you. World full of hates. Jesus. So now we in March 24, 2024. He said, yes, I know, baby. Good morning. And she replied, good afternoon, love. I don't know why I let these crazy females get to me. It's only when they speak reckless about the case. I feel for the men that have to deal with them. Because she said, I feel for the men that have to feel with them. So she was saying, I feel for the men that have to deal with them. Child, you are still a 55-year-old teenager, okay? So don't worry about how other men are dealing with their women. You worry about this thing here, what you got going on, which is atrocious to me. So she said, did you know she's coming to see me again today at 4? My love, it's because know what's really going on with the cases. Smiley face. That's all. I love you. What did he say? Wait a minute. What's he trying to say? Did you know she's coming to see me again today at 4? My love, it's because know what's really going on with the cases. Child, I don't know what he's trying to say. My head is hurting. And so I guess he's corrected himself. He's saying it's because you. And she said, who, Hannah? I'm trying to free your ass. LOL. And he said, no, Peppermint Patty. I know you are, my love, and you're going to make it for sure. Child, you still sitting there, so I don't guess she making anything happen. And he said, no, it's not at 4. She's coming at 5 today. Peppermint Patty, I'm missing your ass. That's what he was telling his 55-year-old teenager. And she said, no, that was visit at 5. Gosh. And she said, my visit was for today. I'm coming this week. I will bring a book and read to you. Make it dull for the nosy people. One of my favorite books. That would be fun. I love you. And he said, okay, my love. I love you too. Now we at March 25th. I'm going to read a couple more of these text messages and then I'm going to stop. Oh yeah, because we over time. Okay. So he said, good morning, my love. No, good morning. Yeah, good morning, my love. I love you too. Good morning, boss lady. I'm missing you, sad face. And she replied, hey, babe, I miss you more. And he replied, thank you for that. I need that. I love you. Oh, God. And she said, chin up. Okay. So I'm going to stop right there. And then we'll get into the rest later on tonight. But yeah, I need to drink some water and take an aspirin because, child, my eyes are hurting and I'm getting a slight headache. So I will see you guys back here in a couple of hours with part 15. But right now, this is part 14. So we're going to stop right here. All right. Well, thank you for listening. And let me know how you feel about these set of text messages in the comment section. And I'll talk to you soon.